guys, welcome and welcome back to The Way, the Truth, and the Life, where we share God's Word, glorify God, and encourage everyone else to give their life to Christ. My name is Gloria, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, how you doing? Thank you for supporting my channel. Today, we have a special guest. His name is what's your name?
My name is Andrew.
Andrew what?
Inside with AJ. Just
okay. Doesn't want to give us Govey. But yeah, thank you for being on my channel. Today we are talking to you guys about COVID. We just want to talk about how COVID kind of affected our walk with God, our spirituality, our relationship with Him, and all that jazz. So he is a PK. A PK is a pastor's kid. So he's always in the church. But he's not only known as a PK, but he's his own person. So so as a PK, I'm not really as a PK, but as your own person, how did COVID affect your walk with God in that aspect?
All right, so for me, I would say surprisingly, COVID actually made it better for me.
Oh, okay.
There's also parts of it which I kind of struggled, but for the most part, it's pretty good because it's I had time to actually reflect on my own life instead of because this is the thing, before COVID it was everything was just so fast. We were all just moving around. We didn't really have time to think about our lives. But when COVID hit, it was so much free time. So I had time to really reflect, went to church, started hearing more messages, hearing that word, you know what I'm saying? So after I started hearing more words and, listening to more messages.
Church, you mean virtual church or
No, my church. That's it.
But COVID, weren't you guys closed?
No, we're doing online church still.
Yeah, so online.
Yeah. So
okay,
online. We have weekly meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, through more of that, and then just spending time myself and getting to know myself more, I realized that the way I was living originally wasn't I wasn't really following God's purpose for my life. So, right now, through this whole COVID period, I've just been focusing on God and trying to build a stronger relationship with Him. So I would say personally for me, this COVID period actually opened my eyes to see that, I wasn't really following God as strong as I should have. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that answers the question.
It's not really a question. It's just what you, how it affected you.
So yeah, that's basically how it affected me. So I would say it's positive. I have had bumps in the road, like we all do. We all fall short.
So after a year, because COVID happened last March. So after a year and a few months, where are you now? Are you still going strong after your little bumps? Do you still have struggles? We all still have struggles. But how is it now?
Oh, and are we comparing it to how it was before?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Huge difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Good difference. Yeah. My mind is more clear. I don't struggle with a lot of things I used to struggle with. I feel like I'm actually serving God the right way. Because I remember I was talking to my mom, and I was a lot of PKs. I'm in that classification.
Yeah.
It's we don't really understand what it means to really have a strong relationship with God because we're around.
Oh, true.
We're around ministry. We're around our parents. We're just we're just chilling. We're not really. A lot of PKs don't really have a strong relationship with God. So being in this COVID period, it actually opened my eyes to see that yes, I'm a PK, but
there's more.
There's more to that. So that's what helped me.
Okay. Well, for me, I'm not a PK, but when COVID hit, it really it was super eye opening because it was tomorrow really isn't promised because it really made me think we may have our life planned, but God's plan is literally not even where we plan or where we want our life to be. How we have our own plans, but then God has a whole different plan. It's it never aligns because you want to do this, but God just boom, pandemic. Now what? Yeah. Everything was shut down. We couldn't do nothing. Couldn't even work. We were in our homes 24/7, and it's now what? And a lot of people felt useless. Not you really useless. Yeah, useless. I felt useless because I wasn't really doing anything at home, and I was okay. What am I gonna do with my free time now? A lot of people were starting up new businesses, doing YouTube. Everyone started YouTube, but nobody was consistent after their first video.
Was that a shot? That's crazy.
Not you.
Oh, okay,
though.
I was about to say,
no, it wasn't a shot. It wasn't a shot. It really wasn't a shot. But besides you, there were 99% of people who started their channels And after that first video, I didn't see anything else.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it was very eye-opening. It kind of made me, you know, want to obviously draw closer to God more, because yeah, tomorrow isn't promised. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Like, we may go to bed, but are we gonna wake up? Like, we never really know. Yeah, it really made me think of like, wow, okay, God is really coming back like sooner than we think. So it's like, how am I gonna spend, you know, my time getting closer to him, so that when he does come, I know for sure that I'm going to heaven, and not like, okay, I'm like in this comfort zone. So it kind of made me come out of my comfort zone more, and, you know, do more things and seek him more, and start being consistent. Like, me and consistency are like, I don't even know what you would say, because I can be consistent, but sometimes I'll literally just fall off, and I'll have like, for me, when I was growing up, I used to be really lazy, and it's a really bad habit. So like, my laziness like comes out of nowhere, and I won't do anything, and then I lose my consistency, and then I'm like, wow.
You're actually lazy. I actually find that.
You always say you're surprised that I'm lazy. I'm not very lazy, but I can be lazy, which is so bad. In terms of my life, sometimes I'll say I want to do this, and I'll start doing it, but then somewhere down that line, I'll stop doing it. Like, I'll lose,
okay.
like, the consistency's gone. I'm like, okay, what happened? You were consistent, and now you're not. It's not because, like, I choose to be. It's just, I don't know, something just happens.
It's life. Like, honestly, it's just life.
Yeah, it's life, but it's just like, I don't want that. Like, I want to be consistent and do what I said I want to do, and like achieve it and finish it, and yeah. Okay. So that's kind of what happened. So it's like, now I feel like I'm in the same place. Like, I'm still kind of struggling. Oh, I also had like doubts. Like, I mean, I'm a very doubtful person, or I used to be. So even like my relationship with God when I was younger, like, I grew up in the church, but it was like, I was just doubtful in myself. So it was like everything else around me, I was just doubting, including God's. Like, we know God is an all-knowing God and all that stuff, but there was still that doubt in me that was just like, just doubting that he couldn't, you know, do this and that, even though he could.
This is all during COVID period, or
before COVID and during COVID? Like, I didn't take it in, but after, like, I feel like it's been like last month or like a few months ago, like, I really took it in. Like, I need to stop being doubtful. COVID also taught me a lot about myself spiritually. Like, there's a lot of things that I lack in that I need to, you know, work on, that I'm currently working on, and there's a lot of things that, you know, I could, you know, improve in, and just work on, like, individually and spiritually.
Honestly, like, COVID, another thing about COVID is, like, I remember I was reading the Bible. It's like, the Bible kind of breaks down this whole thing in the sense where it says, you know, there's a time when people are not going to be able to work. There's a time when, like, you know, there's going to be a plague. And it's like, COVID, I see COVID as a plague, personally.
A plague?
A plague.
Okay.
Like, you see how,
yeah.
When in Moses' times, when there was leprosy over the people, it's like leprosy affected millions of people, and hit millions of people.
Yeah.
Like, in that city.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're kind of seeing that right before our own eyes. We can't work. Like, there was a point where nobody could work. The point where nobody can actually do anything.
Yeah,
you know?
that's so true.
And it opened my eyes to just the fact that, like, the Bible is so real if it's like breaking it down like that. And a lot of things in the Bible that I've seen, you know, that I've actually read, it's like I can see them in real life. Like, you know, how I'm saying, like, the tsunamis and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Bible's real life, guys. Even though it was written like how many years ago, it's still happening today.
And don't get me wrong, like, when I was younger, like, this is the thing. I would say, yes, I've been in the church my whole life, but I would say that I've actually had a strong relationship with God for like 4 or 5 years. I'll say 4 years, because what happened was, when I was younger, you know, we had all these church camps, we had all these, because our church is, you know, international, so it's like we have all these things. Yeah. And it was like, yeah, I had all these things, but I was super doubtful. Like, I was just going because my parents were like, you can't spend the summer here. Yeah. They sent me to the US, and I'll be there for 3 weeks, and I'm like, wow, like, I'd be pissed off, but I knew that sometimes, like, my friends are gonna be there.
Yeah, so you go anyways.
I go anyways. So pretty much, okay, I'll give you the background of how, like, I actually started taking God seriously. So after, you know, there was this one camp, and it was weird because I feel like God was actually speaking to someone to tell me this. Wow. We were like there was a preacher, we had a guest preacher come, and he was talking about how, like, you know, everyone just has to take God seriously. Yeah. Then he went and he's like, I'm especially speaking to pastors' kids. He's like, He's like, the God that your parents are serving, that they're serving God for themselves. It's not for you.
Yeah.
So if your parents have a strong relationship with God, that's for them. They're like, and then he's like, you know, like your parents can go to heaven and you could still go to hell. So I'm like, this is me at 12. So I'm like, mind blown.
Yeah, that's so true. Like even like that goes for like anybody. Like people in general. A lot of our parents, let's say, their beliefs in God is like really strong. So like they put that on us and like you have to do this. The Bible says this.
Yeah.
And they could like force you to go to church. But like once you leave their house and like you're on your own, you're independent, like are you gonna continue that, you know, routine of what they were doing, or are you gonna you have to kind of like find that balance? Like, do I really believe in God, or was I just doing it because my parents were, you know, putting it on me and stuff?
And that's why a lot of people rebel, because like the thing is, I'm probably just going to speak on my end, because there was a point in my life where I was very reckless. So, anyways, so I mean, at a point I was like, yeah, I'm doing the things of God in church and stuff. I'm doing this, but I don't truly believe.
Yeah.
So when I go out there, it's like, okay, yeah, Bible says this, Bible says that, but it's not me. I'm not following that, you know? So it's like,
he's doing his own thing.
Yeah, I'm just doing my own thing. So that's where a lot of people, so it's like, you know, you kind of face a dilemma, you know? You face that dilemma like, okay, you know, this is what, you know, I was raised to do. This is what, like, you know, God says that we should do. But it's like, this is not what I want to personally do.
Yeah.
Like, me going to church every Sunday, or like we had a Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Church. Me going to church 4 days a week, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't like. Why am I going? The Bible does say like you can't neglect the assembly, like of Christians together, because like we always say, 2 or 3 gathered.
Yeah.
He's
God
there.
is there.
So
there he will be.
That's pretty much it.
So yeah, it gets boring, but like you have to, you know, find a way for it not to be boring.
That's the thing. Now, like I've actually like found enjoyment in God, right? So it's like now I'm finding different ways to actually find, like, you know, have fun. Like before it was like, I'm like, how could you be a Christian and have fun? You know, like,
yeah, it was like we couldn't have fun.
Yeah, like my friends are going to a party and you're telling me I shouldn't go and party and drink and do all this.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you're different. I'm definitely going. But now it's like, you can still have fun. You can go hang out. You don't have to go and do it.
Yeah, everyone's definition of fun is different.
Fun is actually a very subjective word.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
my mom was saying that the other day. We just talked about like how, you know, we shouldn't be like followers of like what everyone else does, because they can be partying and doing stuff like late at night, but like that's really subjective. Like her definition of fun is like, your definition of fun is not going to be the same as somebody else's. Like her definition of fun is literally staying home and being on the couch and watching Netflix, or just being at home. She doesn't like leaving the house.
That's my
but
mom.
then someone else's like definition of fun would be like, you know, going out either late at night or like just always looking for motive. So depending on the person, like it's different for everybody.
That's the thing. Like it's really different for everybody. So like, you know, following, like, kind of like as a Christian especially, you have to find your own meaning of fun.
Yeah.
Like, don't follow, because like, for example, me being someone who really, like, when I won't lie, when I was younger I was a follower. This is how all my issues,
oh yeah, me too.
This is how all my issues came about. And a lot of the problems I had is because I just followed everyone, followed the crowd, found myself doing stupid things. But now at this age, like, I find things, like, whatever I find fun is what I do.
Yeah.
If you don't find it fun, but I find it fun, that's your problem.
Hang.
You can't hang. Like,
yeah, for me, like, I like going out, but I can also, like, I love my own company. Like, I'm in the middle. Yeah, like, nobody knows this, but I love my own company.
You love your own company?
Yeah, I could literally, I'm an amazing person. Like, don't sleep on me. I am an amazing person. And, like, the more I spend time with myself, the more I'm like, wow, girl, you're actually a cool chick. Like, whoever's not your friend, they're really missing out, because you are that girl. Like, you are that girl. So yeah, I love my own company. I can literally just watch Netflix all day and be okay. Sometimes I'll be like, I wish I was out. Like, if I like, Snapchat can be dangerous because it makes you have, what's that word? What's that word?
You're talking about misconceptions?
Fear of missing out. Fear of missing out? Yeah, FOMO. It can make you have Snapchat can make you have FOMO, because all people do is post whenever they're out. Post whenever they're clubbing, post whenever they're with their friends. So that can literally make you have FOMO. So for me, if I know that I'm gonna have that fear when I go on Snap, I'm not gonna go on Snap.
Like I had heavy FOMO.
Yeah, like Snap can be dangerous. Not just any social media, but Snapchat, because people mostly just post whenever they're out. Like me, I post whenever I'm out. So I feel like some people might have FOMO when they look at my snaps. I hope.
I definitely have FOMO. I don't know. Okay.
I don't do it on purpose. I just, whenever I'm home, I don't think of taking snaps. But when I'm out, you know, that's when stuff is happening. I take snaps.
No, not just you. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, people don't do it intentionally, but like you gotta, you know, guard your heart, guard like your mental health. If you know this is gonna affect you, don't go on it.
If I had $1 for every time I've seen "We outside," like if I had $1 for every time I've seen that, I'd actually be a rich guy.
That
Like
facts though. That's the sound of the summer though. I've been saying that all summer.
I'm just like, yo, like, and I'm inside just chilling, just on my phone,
Yeah,
looking at you.
exactly.
I'm like, okay, let me go outside.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to go outside.
But yeah, that's the thing too. You don't want to go outside, but you want to go outside because everyone else is going outside. You're like, you shouldn't waste your money for no reason.
Oh, like there was even a point where I was like, I was chilling at home, had no plans of going out. Then I saw everyone just on Snap. Oh, we're out here, we're out here, we're out here. Then I got a call from my friend, one of my friends. He's like, oh, we're trying to go to this place. I'm like, okay, like, why not? And he's like, just letting you know that you might have to spend money. I'm like, how much money? He's like, yeah, maybe $70. I'm like,
For what?
unexpected payments?
Unexpected payments.
But I'm just like, you know, everyone's outside, so let's go
Oh,
outside.
I said, how about that?
How about that? So I just,
Yes, dangerous.
So-
Especially Friday and Saturday nights. Or
Yeah.
Friday nights, Saturdays, weekends. Just say weekends. Like, especially weekends. Those are the most dangerous times to be on Snap.
people make outside look so tempting.
Yeah.
Like so tempting to the point where it's like, if you're not outside, that's the thing about people, like not even just people, but social media itself. Let me just say social media, because the influence that social media has on this world, like, is crazy. And someone could, like, just think about it like this: someone could say we are outside, and literally everybody wants to go outside just off of saying we are outside.
Yeah.
Like, crazy. It's so crazy to me.
It's so crazy.
But yeah, like in terms of like my walk with God, like I'm not trying to follow any more trends. I'm just trying to do me.
Yeah.
That's my new thing. Like that's what COVID has really shown me. Not really.
So all in all, COVID has basically helped change our mindset, our mentality, helped us think more, you know, understand that life is too short, you know, you only live once. So, you know, have fun, but, you know your limits. Don't be outside if you don't really want to be outside.
That's the one.
Draw closer to God, because He will draw closer to you and He will bless you eternally. And
That was a bar. Whoa, what the heck? I wasn't expecting that.
amen. And yeah, this is supposed to be a mukbang.
Was it?
Yeah, I took it in like at 20 minutes. I'm like, oh shoot. But yeah, we're also doing another video for his channel. Link your channel.
So inside with AJ, we're the latest crew in the world. You already know what time it is. You know, join the insiders. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we bought some sushi from Toro here in Vaughan. If you I don't know if it's like in any other cities, but if you're in Vaughan, check it out. They're pretty good. They're pretty pricey though, but we're gonna try it and do a mukbang on his channel. What are we talking about?
We'll figure that
We're
out.
talking about
I have no idea.
what Christianity has cost us.
Oh yeah.
This is
that's
supposed to
what
be
we're
on my channel, but we'll see what
talking about. More
happens.
content for me.
So yeah, we'll catch you guys on his channel. Have a great day. Stay blessed and beautiful. Thank you for staying tuned, and we will see you on the next one. I love you. Andrew has to love you, and most importantly, God loves you so much. Bye, guys.